your beautiful light. When I still want you close. I had longing for closure, and I'm wondering why. No matter what I do, I keep on falling for you.
Holding out your hand for me to go. Wasn't scared to see you, always knew it in my bones that something here was bound to take me home. You said you don't know me well, but I'm your angel in white. I'll be close if you come, I'll be just behind you. You're not another's, but I can get you inside. Mommy, listen to my voices and guide you. Give yourself over, yeah, you don't wanna fight. If you do, I'm gonna put you a hard, cold goodnight, baby. Hang on till you take a chip to win, alright. And if you don't trust it, hold it up to the light.
what you seem to need, 'cause I don't see what you seem to see. I got dreams in a crown, all united. We got you screaming loud and excited. I can't ever be the Backstreet boy you want me to. I just can't measure. I'm not insane with the fashion. I got the passion. Never gonna be what you want. Backstreet boy you want me to. I just don't dress the part. Oh, I got Nikes and my hair is spiky. And we both know that I can't be your Backstreet boy. You'll never want me like you want CDs from the 90s, like you want Mac Clean, and I can't say to your face I don't want it that way. You seem stuck in the decade that you were born up, and one day you wake up and told I said it to wrong. Or a Coliseum concert with thousands of crazy fans looking up at the stage, I'll be dancing on another band. I can't ever be the Backstreet boy you want me to. I just can't measure up, no, not in sync with the fashion. I got never gonna be what you want. Backstreet boy you want me